What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and we got in the new humidifier that we're going to be using in our walk-in humidor. This one is from Air Care. This is not a cigar humidor humidifier. This is a whole house humidifier. Jessica and I, we've been in 2 lounges now that have been using this unit or a version of this unit from this company, and they've gotten glowing remarks. So we decided to bite the bullet. It wasn't that much. I want to say, it couldn't have been. It was under $150 for this unit. The ones you see at the lounges, like the big boxes, the pipes, the fog coming off there, that's what you're supposed to use. Atomizes all of that water. And those start off at like $1,000 and they just keep going up from there. We're already way over budget on this. I didn't want to scrimp on a humidifier because this is my cigars are going to be in here. So luckily, like I said, 2 lounges, both owners were happy with these units. And there was no issues that we saw within the units or within the lounges. We both got tours everywhere we were looking. There's no like standing water. There's no soft cigars. So we decided to go with this unit. And it's not a fogging type of unit. It's got a fan and it's got a big reservoir tray with a wicking filter. Now a lot of like Vigilant, like humidifiers, they use wicking filters similar to this, and a lot of companies that have really nice humidifiers for cigars use wicking filters. So I was glad to see that. It does have a float inside here for low water. I'll just set that right there for right now. I'm going to put the cord back on it anyways. This does hold about 6 gallons of water. I am going to run some of this Purify. It's a bacteriostat. The only one that I made, that I was able to find that got glowing reviews, 100% of it's non-toxic. It's made in the USA. It's for whole house humidifiers, and it will keep mold from growing. When I was using my Vigilant in my other unit, I still have it. It's I just don't turn it on just because of that climate that's in that other one. I really don't need anything. That's all I ran in that for a long couple of years. And I had the same wicking, type of thing, and never any mold, bacteria growth, anything like that. So I know that works. We did get chatting with Steve Saka on one of our latest shows. Ask him about should I be paying attention to the humidity level of the wood? And a couple people did reach out to me and did say that 15 to 16% is about the maximum that you want for your hardwood, which kiln-dried Spanish cedar is a hardwood. And we are running at 7%. I've been getting 8%, 9%, 10%. 10%. So we got, a few areas, so we got 8%, just a hair drier. So for the last week, since I had finished this out, I've been keeping this little unit on top of my coolers, and it has been 53% and 72.7, 73 degrees, rock solid. It has not changed at all. It is just dead nuts on. Some people had asked about the fan that's above there when it's not on, about the grill being open like that. Are you going to lose heat, humidity, transfer back and forth? I was a little concerned about that myself, and so far I haven't had any issues with it at all. With it not being on, I haven't even turned it on yet. I will be putting all the water in this and getting this set up tonight and turning it on, because over here I do have a whole bunch of lumber that I need to season and get moist because I do want to resol all this. This is 3/4 inch sheet, true 3/4. I do want to cut all of this in half lengthwise so I can be able to use more of this material. Some of it, we do have a couple shelves or a couple planks for some shelves, but we are going to be keeping the coolers in here as well. When we get in a couple thousand cigars of like a Trash Panda blend, instead of keeping them on the shelves and having them I don't know. It's just, it will be easier to separate them in coolers for the most part. And plus, and then being able to resol that lumber, I'll be able to stick that lumber inside those coolers, leave the cooler lid open just a little bit, because you can't age cigars in a plastic cooler. If you get them in and they're moist and you put them in there, they're just going to stay moist. They're never going to bleed off. Any type of ammonia, all cigars still have ammonia in it, whether you can taste it or not. It's just a byproduct of fermentation. There's nowhere for that to go but to spread out amongst all of the cigars. Cigars are a natural product. What's a byproduct when a natural product ferments? Heat. Heat. So you can't just put, cigars in coolers. You gotta rotate them. You gotta keep the lids open. So that's the reason why I want to resol some lumber. Line the coolers, maybe the sides, or probably just the sides, maybe the bottom, I don't know, with some good moist wood. And just leave the lids cracked so, moisture can get in and out, heat can leave, cool air can get in there. So that's where we're at right now. I got to send an email to the LED company today to get this all priced out. Same LEDs I ran behind the bar. Great company. Best LED light strip, or bestledlightstrip.com, something like that. Or bestledstrip.com, I think is what it is. And fantastic. All like super commercial grade. It's not plug and play, so it's not for the average like homeowner. That's why I got an LED guy that comes over and is going to put all that stuff in. If you're listening, I'll be calling you soon. So we got LEDs. All the shelving material will start arriving here in the next day or so, but I may put the uprights up, but we won't worry about any of the shelving until I get the LEDs up. I don't want the shelving and everything to be in his way. Probably charge me a lot more. So I'll wait till he's done with that. And so for right now, it'll just be getting the humidifier plugged in tonight, getting it full, getting it set. This one's an analog. It's just got buttons that go from like 50% up to 65% humidity, and then different fan speeds. Obviously, the higher the fan speed, the more humidity it's going to raise out of that container and put into the to the room here. So I'm probably going to set it, to be honest with you, probably like 60%, and then just kind of go from there. And I'm already seeing that the temperatures, especially when I start getting more and more cigars in here, that temperature is going to start going up. We're at 73. So anything more than, 68% humidity, 67%, you're going to start triggering that mold growth, bacteria growth. So, I'll really be cognizant of that. And remember, you can always control humidity or temperature. It's rare you can control one or the other. Temp gets too high, lower the humidity. Humidity gets too high, lower the temp. So, that's where we're at. Just going to turn the humidifier on. If you're interested in this one, I said I'll try and link down below, but it's called Air Care. You can look these up on Amazon. They have their own website, but they also have an Amazon store. That's how I bought it, was on Amazon. So in case I want to return it, quick and easy. All right, cats and kittens, that's all we got for tonight. We'll catch you. Maybe we'll do another video maybe after a week or so, and then seeing how this is all going, and we'll use our moisture meter on the walls and see how much it's soaking up. So, all right, we'll catch you on the next one.